Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I have the update for my years of usage project pan slash, it used to be beauty bank, but we've converted it into years of usage. Wow, I was trying to go too fast there. So years of usage is a project that was created by 𝓮𝓪𝓬𝓮. I have her linked down below, and she was very kind to comment on my last video where I introduced this with some more ins and outs on this project, because apparently I missed some rules. I just dove into this head first, and there were some other things that she pointed me to very kindly. Not in like a, hey, you're doing this wrong, but like, hey, I'm doing it this way and you could also do it that way. But yeah, be sure to check her out and check out my description for more information about this. Essentially, I've made a spreadsheet with all of my eyeshadows, and I'm trying to hit 25 uses on all of my eyeshadows. Not that I can do it this year, because this year is 2025. So if you've done this project last year, you would do 24 uses. If there's any eyeshadows that I'm not going to be completing this year, which there's going to be a lot because I have a lot of eyeshadows, the uses roll over into next year. So next year I'm going to have to hit 26 uses, but all the uses prior to that year roll over. So say I have a shadow that I've used 20 times in 2025, then I'll have to use it 6 more times in 2026 to hit 26 uses. There's that. So Sarah kindly pointed me that if you hit pan in a shadow, it's done basically. So you don't have to count the uses to get to 25 uses. Basically that's like a free card to saying, okay, that shadow I've completed. I'm not really sure how I can work that into my spreadsheet, because my spreadsheet just counts up all of the uses. And I mean, I know Excel can do a lot, but I cannot really do a lot with Excel, so I'm not really sure. Right now I just have all of my shadows, all of the months, and I can put all of my uses in per month, and then at the end it will total up how many times I've used the shadow and how many times I still have to use a shadow. And then all the way at the bottom of the spreadsheet, it sort of totals up how many uses I've done and how many uses I still have to get done. But that also isn't really correct, because in the column that states how many uses I still need to do, if I go over 25 uses, that also subtracts from the total uses, even though it's on a shadow that has already gotten 25 uses. Is this, I don't know if this is making any sense. You know what, I'm just gonna shut up. We are gonna check out what shadows I've completed, because there's actually 2 that I've completed my 25 use goal on. And don't get excited for me, because they were very easy shadows to use, but anyway, they were cool. And I have some that I'm close on, and then I also think I'm gonna talk about pan percentage, and I have some more information in my spreadsheet that I just thought I'd share. So let's get into it. Let's first start with the shadows that I've completed. So there's one from my Beauty Bay Love Notes palette, and it was a shadow that I used as a blush. So that is how I got my uses on it. I was trying to hit pan on it, and I used it as a blush. So in total, I've used it 35 times. It is right here. I don't know how I got such a small pan out of 35 uses, but oh well, I've worn it down pretty good. So I'm 10 uses over the 25 use goal, but I'm very happy that is the first one that I have completed. And then the other one is also not a very exciting one, but it is a shade from 𝓮𝓪𝓬𝓮, and it's the shade Wax Paper. This is going to be a slight spoiler, but that's fine. It is just a lid setting shade. I've used this 40 times in total. So we're 15 uses over the 25 use goal. I'm trying to finish this one, so yeah, there's that. it's just a shadow that I use pretty much every day when I do my makeup to set my base. So it's easy to get to the 25 uses. Then there's a few from my Panda palette. So if you haven't seen that update yet, it would have gone live Tuesday. I will link it for you guys. If you don't want to see spoilers here, go check out that video first. But this is my Panda palette for this year. I've made some changes in the middle row. The top row is really where my uses are at. So for the first shadow, this one is Bare to Wear from the Nude Mood palette. I need 4 more uses on this and then I've hit my 25 use goal. So this one needs a little bit more uses. This one needs 16 more uses. This is Lap of Luxe from the Nude Mood palette. And then the shade Moody from the Nude Mood palette still needs 7 uses to hit that 25 use goal. So that's very good. I think I can do that. And then this one is Lace Up from the So Very Lovely. And I need 10 uses on this still. And I think I can do that as well. So those are going pretty good. I'm confident that I can hit my 25 uses on that row this year. Then there was a white Beauty Bay shadow from my Cheshire Cat palette that still needs 8 uses. I don't have it here right now to show you, but that was in my Pan eyeshadows. That is in my Pan eyeshadows still, so I don't want to spoil anything, but I need 8 uses on that still. Then the shade Summer for my 𝓮𝓮𝓼 palette, which is now in this palette, I need 12 uses on, and then I've completed the goal. And I honestly don't know if I can do 12 uses on this still, because there's not a lot left in the shadow. So this might be one that I finish up before reaching my 25 use goal. I'm actually put this in my project pan to try and finish it. So who knows if I can reach 12 uses before that. But either way, it's going to move out of my spreadsheet once I've completed it, once I've finished it, because it's going to be gone. And then I have 2 shadows for my Makeup Beauty Shop Peacock palette that I'm close on. The first one is the shade Crowned. It is one that I use for inner corner highlight. I need 15 more uses on this. And then this purple one, this was also in Pan those eyeshadows. I need 12 uses on. No, 13 uses on to complete. I don't know if I can do that because it wasn't my favorite shade, but I just want to share all the shadows that I'm relatively close to hitting my 25 use goal on. So there's that. So this month in total, I've done 200 uses. Last month we did 215. This month we did 200, and I'm happy with that. This of course was a shorter month. But like, I'm not pinning myself down on doing an X amount of uses in a month. I just think it's fun to see all the uses counted up at the end of the month. And Excel just does that for me, so it's fun to look at. And then I showed this, I think, in January, so I'll do a comparison. So I'll put a comparison up. So last month we did 215 uses. So on the left you will see the amount of uses that I've done so far. So for this month it is 415 for this total, I'm sorry. And then on the right you will see I've counted up how many uses I still need to do on like all of my eyeshadows. I did add some eyeshadows into my collection this month. I've added the Colourpop New Moon palette. So that's, I don't even know how many shadows are in that palette. 16 times 25 extra uses that I need to do. So last month, or at the beginning of this project, the starting point was 9,910 uses that I needed to do. And this month we're at 10,060 uses. So even though I did 200 uses, my total went up because I added those shadows. It's whatever. And then also I have a little spread of all of my shadows categorized by brand and how many pans I have in total and how many pans I would like to hit in total. So if we look, I'm gonna put them on the screen for you guys, and I'm gonna look at my spreadsheet. So for Colourpop, Beauty Bay, 𝓮𝓂𝓮𝓼, Glam Light, Juvia's Place, and Viseart, I already had completed my Viseart pans because there's 4 shadows and I had 4 pans. So if we look at this month, I managed to hit some Colourpop pans because those are in my Pan palette. So we've completed that goal. I wanted to have 25% pan, 25% pan percentage. Is that a good sentence? I don't know. And we've surpassed that. I needed to hit 3 pans and I hit 5 extras? 4 extra. Yeah. Anyway, there's that. Beauty Bay, I went from needing 13 pans to 8 pans. 𝓮𝓂𝓮𝓼 stayed the same, Glam Light stayed the same, and Juvia's Place stayed the same. And then Viseart was already completed. And then looking at the other ones, so Milani was completed. I just needed to color that in. ABH, I think I forgot to count that 1 pan because I was pretty sure I already had that pan, so that was already completed last month. Kimchi stayed the same, Give Me Those stayed the same. Glam Shop, I was able to hit 1 extra pan, so we're closer to that goal. And then Mica Beauty Shop, I completed. I actually hit 3 extra pans and I needed 2, so we completed that one this month. And then my total pan percentage I will put on the screen. I forgot to record that last month, so I don't know exactly where we came from. Not that it really matters because this project is more about using the shadows, but I just thought since we're in this spreadsheet anyway, I would include it. So there is that. I still don't really know how to structure this because I cannot really show you my spreadsheet, and I don't feel like that would be all too interesting because you're just going to see numbers, and a lot of these shadows have 0 uses still, so, or like 1 or 2. I know some people are like building palettes to focus on or picking palettes to focus on. I don't really know if I want to do that. I'm just unsure about how this is going to work out, but I just know that if my shadows are in Pan those eyeshadows, my Pan that palette, I do some projects, I get uses on them. So I think as time moves on, I will get more structured into this project. And again, by no means can I complete this project this year because I have over 400 eyeshadows that I would need to use 25 times. I would need to use like 50 eyeshadows in 1 day on my eyes, and I only have 2 eyes, so that's impossible. But I do feel like it's a fun way to track my usage and see what shadows I really like to use, apparently, and which ones are just left to the wayside. So I just want to get some more insight into my collection and my behavior as to what shadows I'm reaching for. And that's what this project is doing for me right now. So if you have any suggestions onto how you would want to see this project or what else you would like to see, please let me know. Did I mention my pan percentage just now? Or did I say I was going to put it on the screen? The total pan percentage as of right now is 33.3%. So in 2025 I've already hit 12 pans, which is pretty good, I think. Again, this is not about hitting pan, but since it's in my spreadsheet, I thought I would share. Okay, I'm gonna go because this is getting out of hand. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will hopefully see you in one of my next videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.